Shalom, shalom. Check this feed real quick. All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I'd like to start off giving all honor and glory, and praise and worship to our power. YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors to our apostles, elders, and bishops, great millstone, who will teach you on the sound doctrine. A strong shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, 144,000, the rest of the large multitude of men and children. That the Lord will have mercy on in these perilous times. Perilous meaning dangerous times that we're currently living in and we're currently approaching. All right. It's your brother Kadash representing GMS branch here in Cleveland, Lord willing, to bring out an edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahawashi Yahawashi. All right. The title the spirit gave me was prisoners need the best lawyer for the case. All right, the importance of Yahawashi. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know by now, contrary to popular belief, we are still in captivity. You know, we are still in captivity. You know, how you know this is because we have what consider you to be wealthy would be having land, access to land, all right, having access to all right, you controlling the finances, having access to oil, having access to the precious minerals of the earth, the elements of the earth, you know, being able to go to and fro as you please to different areas of the earth. All right, and also having slaves, man, you know, people in servitude under you. That's these are some things that dictate you being free. Okay, so if you're in that lot, if you're the one that's serving, or you know, can go to and fro, you know, can't see the precious elements, don't control the finances, you know, don't have access to oil, you know what I'm saying, then you're in captivity. And this is what we are, this is the state we're currently in. We're currently in captivity. So in order to be free, we have to have you know, the best lawyer for the case to plead our cause so that we can get out of jail, get out of prison. You see, we are captive, man. So we need someone to fight our cause. We need someone to fight for us. You see, we need someone to fight for us. When you go to Isaiah, all right, this is Isaiah 61 and 1. It says, "The Spirit of the Lord, Yahawashi Yahawashi, is upon me, because the Lord have anointed me to preach good tidings to the meek, unto the meek. He have sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty." Right? We're professing, proclaiming, all right, because it's something that's announced before proclaiming, right? When you go into the word proclaim, all right, we before confess or before claim, right? Liberty, right, which is freedom to the captives, right? And the opening of the prison to them that are bound. And so we are the ones that are captive. And this word is the keys to unlocking the prison and freeing the ones that are captive. The word is the key, all right, to unlocking, you know, like I said, the ones that are captive. And we are, the Israelites are the ones that are captive. Okay, we're the ones that are captive. When you go to the curse, one of the curses, Deuteronomy 28 and 68, it says, "And the Lord Yahawashi Yahawashi shall bring thee into Egypt," meaning bondage, right? Let me prove that real quick. Let me go to what is it, the book of Joshua. All right, it's the book of Joshua, chapter 24 and 17 says, "For the Lord Yahawashi, our power, he it is that brought us up and our fathers out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage, and which did those great signs in our sight, and preserved us in all the way wherein we went, and among all the people through whom we passed." So it says, out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage, right? So the word Egypt is synonymous with the concept of bondage, or captive, being captive, So I'm going to read it again. It's Isaiah 28 and 68. Deuteronomy 28:68. The Lord Yahawashi shall bring thee into Egypt, meaning bondage, captivity again, with ships, right? So we were brought into captivity, all right, bondage by the way of ships. Okay, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. It was going to happen exactly how the Lord was going to prophesy for it to happen. And there you should be sold unto your enemies for bondman and bondwoman. No man shall buy you, meaning no man shall redeem you. So we just read that that word Egypt is synonymous with bondage. So we're captive, like I just read in Isaiah 61. We are prisoners. Okay, I'll get another one real quick. you know so now that we established that we're prisoners, how do we get out? Like I said, the word is the key. Okay, it's the key to unlocking, all right, and freeing us from this captivity. This is what is that? Baruch, this is Baruch 2, and what I'm looking for. All right, let me read this first. Let me read Baruch 2. Let me read Baruch 2 and 32. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. So this is the land of our captivity. All right, this is how, see, us thinking upon the Lord's name was going to free us. It was the start for us to actually reducing our sentence. All right, so that our lawyer can gather the proper information to fight our cause. Remember, Yahawashi is that lawyer, right? Um, what am I thinking about? Bear with me. This is Baruch. I lost my train of thought. Uh Bear with me. Trying to figure out what I was trying to get. Oh, Wadi Abashim, Baruch 3 and 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, right? Again, in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us, we read Deuteronomy 28, for reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, and a curse and to subject, it says, for reproach and a curse, and subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers which departed from the Lord our power. So there you have it. So we're subject to payments, meaning we're in bondage, we're in captivity. So now we have the keys to get out of captivity, that wisdom, right? You go to James, uh, it tells you that, because it's only one way. Yahweh Shai talks about the way to freedom. That's what salvation is, freedom. This is James 1 and 21. It says, "Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your soul." So this word is engrafted into our spirits and is able to save our souls. And it's the very thing that's actually saving us out of this prison. We're going to be free, set free here soon. The lawyer is, because look, Yahweh Shah said he come in the volume of the book. So this wisdom, obtaining this wisdom, is the key to success. Yahweh Shah is in the heavens pleading our cause on our behalf and fighting for us. He's fighting the case for us. You see, when you go to before I get that, let me read this. Just to go with that, James. This is First Corinthians. We just flowing through the spirit. If you don't know, now you know. It's First Corinthians 1 and 30. All right, it says, It says, but of him are ye in Hamashiach Yahawashi, who of the Most High is made unto us wisdom and righteousness and sanctification and redemption. So Yahawashi Yahawashi, Shalom, big bro. Yahawashi Shabrakatah. Yahweh is made unto us wisdom. We just read in James 1:21, wisdom, wisdom is able to save our souls. So we went to 1 Corinthians 1:30, and we read that Yahweh is that very wisdom. All right, is that very wisdom. All right, he's that righteousness and sanctification and redemption. Redeemed from what? Captivity. Redeemed from what? A lower state. Redeemed from filth and decay, death. Yahweh is the one that's saving us from these concepts, man. All right, and Lord willing, I could get that in Hebrews, but let me get this real quick. Exodus 14:14. It said, "The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace." So that's what a lawyer do when you're in the court. The plaintiff, I think that's the name for the guy who's being charged. The one that's being that's having the case. He's the one that's being quiet, and the lawyers, he's the one that stands up. He go before the judge. The judge is the father, right? All right. Psalms 9:16, the Lord loveth judgment, and many other scriptures. Yahweh is, it says Yahweh is the judge, and we go into 2 Ezra 16. It says the father is the judge. So Yahweh Shai stands before the father, and he pleads our cause, right? He pleads our cause. He said, Father, look, man, because if it wasn't for Yahweh Shai, and when you in court, if you don't have a lawyer, it's hard to win the case. The judge will eat you up because he know the law. He know what you lacking in and what you are gaining in. So Yahweh Shai knows the law too, because he's the lawyer. The lawyer knows the law just as the judge, and he pleads the cause based off law term. He can talk to the father in ways we can't talk to him, and how he could talk to the father in ways that we can't. That's what a lawyer do. He knows certain terms and words, and he know how to shrink he know how to get exactly the message across the way it need to be conveyed. We don't. The one that's sitting down, we don't know what the hell. We like, yeah. The lawyer explained to us in simple forms on how he gonna go about the case, and then he go to the judge and express it in a more expressive way. You see? So, and show you that, go to Hebrews real quick. That Yahweh Shai actually, that's what he's doing. This is Hebrews 2 and 14. For as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, right? This is our condition. This is our captivity, flesh and blood. He also himself likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy him that had the power of death, that is the devil. Right. So in order to free us from this, Yahweh Shai, what he also did, because remember, a lawyer, the word, what is Yahweh Shai? All right, it's gonna say it. I'm gonna keep reading, because Yahweh Shai is the high priest. Yahweh Shai is the high priest in the heavens, and a priest, the Levites, all right, in Hebrew is how you say Levites is lawyer, right? Which you get the word lawyer from. A lawyer, matter of fact, a lawyer, let me get this etymology of the word lawyer. All right, because a lawyer, all right, he's the one that advocates, all right, for the one that's being convicted, right? It says one versed in law. Yahweh Shai is versed in law. He's the volume of the book. One who profession is suits in court or client advice on legal rights. Interpreter of Mosaic law. So a lawyer is an interpreter of Mosaic law. The Levites, the priests, were the interpreters of the law, and they would convey it to the rest of Israel. Yahweh Shai is the same. He's the high priest. You see, when he had the configuration, the water, Khan, when he had the configuration, right? It was Moses and it was Elijah. Moses represented the law itself, and Elijah represented the prophets. Yahweh Shai was in between them, which he represented the mediator. Okay, though he represented the law and the prophets, he represented the whole thing. So Yahweh Shai is everything bodied up. He's the complete package. Okay, so we go through him. He's above the law. You see, he is the law. You know, It said the interpreter of the Mosaic law. He's the one that's advocating for on our behalf before Yahweh. Yahweh's going to do away with us and put us under, but Yahawashi saying, look, for this sake, for that sake, for the better of this and for the better of that, have mercy upon your sons, have mercy upon your daughters, and so forth and so forth. It says, say wise man, advisor, counselor, right? Lawyer. Now, the brother, the elder brother, Amar, prophesied to the end. It says, like, subscribe, and share. It says for edification. This is 1 Timothy 2:5. It says, for there is one power and one mediator. I was about to get that. That's the spirit. And one power and one mediator between the Most High and man, the man Hamashiach Yahawashi. I was about to get that, through the spirit. It's one mediator. You see, one mediator. Mediator. Let's get that word. I used to spell mediator. Mediator. All right. It says one who intervenes between two parties. We're the one party, and Yahweh's the other party, the first party, and we're the second party, and Yahawashi is between us. All right. It says one who mediates, to intervene, mediate, right? To be or divide in the middle. It says originally applied to Hamashiach, who in Christian theology mediates between the Most High and man, meaning one who intervenes between two disputing parties. Right. It's a disputation. What I say? I thought I said transfiguration. Thwada. One who one who intervenes between two disputing parties, and we were feuding between the father. Israel and the father had a feud. And Yahawashi is the mediator between the two parties to calm both parties down and bring us back together. And that's what the word did. The word reconciled us. It's about to continue that in Hebrews 2. Yahawashi reconciled that relationship. He's the mediator between the two. It says one who intervenes between two disputing parties for the purpose of effecting reconciliation. I just said that. Is first attested. Right. So let's continue in Hebrews 2. It says, and delivered. So Yahawashi took on the same, our concept, which is the bodies we dwell in. He became man to deliver us from this state and deliver them who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage. We brought that out earlier about how Egypt is synonymous when you go to Joshua 24, synonymous with bondage, and how we went to Baruch, said we're subject to payments, we're bondage. Like I told you, what things consider you being free, we don't have those, we don't have access to these things. Even with rich jakes, they don't have access to a lot of those things. They don't produce oil or have access to oil. They don't have concubine slaves and concubines, and they don't have cattle and things of such. They produce the finances and so forth. They're still captive, because the moment they make one false move, it's a wrap for their whole entire life, man. It says Hebrews 2:16, for verily he took not on him the nature of angels, but he took on him the seed of Abraham, man, right, the form of man. Wherefore in all things it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren, that he might be a merciful and faithful high priest in things pertaining to the Most High, to make reconciliation for the sins of the people. For in that he himself have suffered being tempted, he is able to succor them that are tempted. You see? Shalom, Makin. Shalom, Yahawashi. You see? So the Lord is able to secure us that are being tempted. You see? And that's when you in prison, temptation arises every day. Somebody might threaten you. You might have to boom. So you don't want to do anything to mess your sentence up, your freedom up. You're getting out soon. We're preaching. I've opened up with Isaiah 61. We're preaching liberty to the captives. If we're telling you soon we will be free, why would you jeopardize being free? You got some people that do that. One Israelite dude, he escaped jail and he only had 4 or 5 months left, and he did a long time. He escaped, and he didn't endure into the end. The same should be saved. He didn't endure to the end. He had 4 or 5 months left, and this Negro escaped prison, then got caught. Now he can never get out. It's like, how stupid do you have to be, man? So we're telling you that we're captive. Yes, we are in bondage, man. We are in bondage, you know, and we are not free as a people. You know, we are captive. We have one that rules over us. You see? Oh, when you go to Matthew 10 real quick, and then you know whatever else is on this. Like I said, we're just flowing through the spirit. When you Matthew 10, and because this is Yahawashi, he said Matthew 10 and 32. It says, whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. Now watch this. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. So let's get that word confess, and we'll close out. This is the importance of Yahawashi. Money, one of the many things, one of the many importances of Yahawashi. Confess is the word confess. It says, it says, make a vow or admission of a fault, crime, sin, debt. See, to acknowledge. So we're making a vow or admission of our crimes. When the first thing when you go get a lawyer, brothers who's been in the courts, like dealing with the courts and had to get lawyers and stuff, or a public defender, the first thing they do when y'all meet is they say, okay, tell me the story. All right, what happened? That's a confession. That's what we did to Yahawashi. We had to repent, right? We had to confess our faults, right? We had to confess our faults before Yahawashi, right? We had to acknowledge our crime, acknowledge our offense, and then okay, and the lawyers sit back and say, okay, and he's formulating a plan on how to bring it to the judge, and that's what Yahawashi do for us. He hears our cause, he see the crimes we committed. He's going to give the best information to present to Yahweh on why we should have a shorter sentence, why we have okay, look what he's doing now. He's not he repented from his ways. He's not doing this. You know, let's free him. That's what Yahweh Shai is doing for us, man. You know, and that's what the word confess is. It's going back. It says make a vow or admission of a fault, crime, sin, a debt. You know, it says to acknowledge, to admit, to speak, to tell, to say. So we're telling Yahweh Shai, yes, I'm a sinner. Forgive me for my sins. You know, forgive me for my wickedness, the sins I've committed in the past and in the present, the things I'm not aware of, and so forth. That's a confession. You know, we confess before the Father, and Yahweh Shai is please. See, look, he's like, look, Abba, look at what they're doing. You know, you see his heart. You know, yeah, yeah, I brought that out earlier. You know what I'm saying? You know, about brother posted Baruch 3:8. You know, I brought that out earlier about us being subject to payments, showing you that we're actually still in bondage. But that's the good thing. That's the gospel. That's the good news. We're actually preaching freedom, that one day we will be free. You know, one day we shall be free, man. You know, so we're gonna be free one day. You know, and it's all through Yahweh Shai, man. It's all through uh the mediator that's pleading our cause before the Father. And there's one more I want to get, and let me think. It's in Revelations. Bear with me, brother. Know what I'm talking about? He could post it. Um, damn, what is it? Bear with me. It's slipping my mind. It's dealing with the topic, but it's in Revelations. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Uh, Bear with me. It's about Yahweh Shah. Brother, know what I'm talking about in Revelations, dealing with the topic of let me see. Bear with me. Because this is how important it is to worship Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, Yahweh himself said when transfiguration happened, he himself, Yahweh himself said, "This is my beloved son, whom I well pleased." So Yahweh Shai pleading our cause is a good thing. Yahweh Shai fighting for us is a great thing. You know, it's a great thing, man. You know, That's a good thing. Even though we did all the atrocities, we said in Jeremiah 5, our deeds surpass the deeds of the wicked. You know, Yahweh still allow his son to fight for on our behalf, man. You know, um, damn, man, it slipped my mind, man. Okay, this is Revelations 5:1, and I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within and on the backside sealed with 7 seals, and it said, uh, let me read it again. This is Revelations 5:1, and I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within and on the backside sealed with 7 seals. Right, right, which is seven represents completion. Right, um, because this chapter is dealing with, obviously Yahawashi receiving his blessing and Yahawashi being the way back. That's the point. He's the mediator. You know what I'm saying? He's the mediator between us and the Father. Oh, let me get this. I'm using both phone and everything so I could go quicker. Isaiah, I think I was looking for this chapter. What is that? Isaiah 53. Let's see. Uh, damn, what the fuck? I hate when that happened. Was it Isaiah 29? Bear with me. This Isaiah 29 real quick. It says, Isaiah 29:10, for the Lord have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep and have closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers have he covered. Right? It says, and the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot, for it is sealed. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I am not learned. Right. And you know, being in captivity, you're limited to knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So this is proof that we're getting close to being delivered out of this prison, because now we have received the knowledge of this book. And Yahawashi was the one who loosened the seals to for us to receive this knowledge, right? So that we can understand it, because at one point no one could understand. You see? So it said, oh, matter of fact, when you go to Proverbs real quick and then we go back, Proverbs 21:16, to link with that, it says, the man that wandereth out the way of understanding should remain in the congregation of the dead. And that's what happened. So therefore, because when you're in prison, it's like you're dead, man. You know, you have no image, you have no identity. Okay, you're limited space. You get controlled food, and that's what this America is, and this system is just one big prison. You know, and because we wandered out of the way of the understanding, so we look like the rest of the world, which they're like literally walking corpse. They're the Walking Dead. You know that show Walking Dead. You know, so continuing on, uh, uh, the brother posted St. John 17. Matter of fact, since you posted that, I'm gonna go to a verse. I'm gonna jump up a verse. This is St. John 17 and 4. It says, I have glorified thee on the earth. I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do. 5, and now, O Father, glorify thou me with thine own self, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world, thine thy word, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word. Remember, I told you the key to freedom is this word, Yahawashi. The brother posted verse 9. I jumped down to 9. It says, I pray for them, I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. Verse 10, and all mine are thine, and thine are mine, and I am glorified in them. Exactly. Because that's what's required for salvation. You know, that's what's required for salvation. because ultimately the ones that's practicing in salvation start to mirror what salvation is. And salvation is Yahawashi. That's his name. He shall save his people. All right. He is salvation. He's the deliverer. That's his very name. You see what I'm saying? So the ones practicing in salvation is practicing Yahawashi. So when he returns, he's going to see those who look like him. It's going to be a mirror reflection of himself. And he's going to boom. Okay. Yeah. Him, her, you know, and so forth. The hopeful elect, you know, continuing in Revelations 5 and 2, and I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof. And no man in heaven nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. And I wept much, because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. See, it says, verse 5, and one of the elders, right, which is, you know, one of the 24 elders, said unto me, weep not, right, in the 4th chapter. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, he hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. You see, when you go to what's that, Luke, because it said let me just grab it real quick. Luke 24 and 44. It says, and he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was with you, that all things must be fulfilled which were written in the law of Moses and in the prophets and in the Psalms concerning me. Right. So it says in 45, then open he their understanding, that they might understand the scriptures. So Yahawashi is the one that opened the understanding, which gave us the keys to success. You see, it's the knowledge, wisdom, understanding that gave us this understanding, all right, to help us be now move towards freedom. You see, continuing, it says, and I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the 4 beasts, right, which is, you know, the 4 angels, right, the 4 beasts are 4 angels, and in the midst of the elders stood a lamb, as it had been slain, right, which it says have been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which represent complete power and understanding. It says, which are the 7 spirits of the Most High, right, and sent forth into all the earth, which is the Holy Spirit, the angels, etc. You know, it says, right, you could go to Colossians 1 and like 25, 26, 1 Corinthians 2 and 6, right, just to quote a few. 2 Corinthians 3, you know, for these verses. And many other verses is that he came and took the book out of the right hand of him that sat upon the throne. The Father, Yahawashi, grabbed the book out of his hand. And when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts and the 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, having every one of them harps and golden vials of full of odors, which are the prayers of saints. So you see, that's the Most High's elect. So the prayers of saints, okay, is the confessions. A prayer is a confession, and the prayers of saints are given unto the lawyer, and a lawyer now pleads the cause, all right, towards the judge, all right, which is the Father, right? What this say? Let me see. Real quick. This is Luke 18 and 7. And shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? And that's right. The Lord is going to avenge his prisoners speedily. Okay, because you know, sometimes you got people in prison that was subject to the crime because they were in a facility. That's kind of like what the elect is. The elect You know, everyone, you know, everybody went off, you know, but like on a micro sense, you have where the elect, like they said, ye and thy king shall go into captivity. You know, the Lord allows certain things to play out for judgment to make sense, according to even the elect. The elect had to, like Yahawashi. Yahawashi was Solomon, Isaac, and his incarnations, but Yahawashi is Yahawashi. But it had to make sense for his chastisement to be what it was, because he was those different incarnations to bring certain things in the earth, manifest certain things. Remember, Solomon went off and certain things that had to happen, so his judgment, one of his, like his part of his chastisement, how gruesome and crazy it was, can make sense. And on top of that, he had to do it for the people. He played it for his cause. That's what a high priest do. They would atone for their sins, and first their sins and then the people. You see, and that's what a great lawyer is. A great lawyer, sometimes great lawyers was might have been in the system themselves. They might have, whatever, they're heavily involved with the law. They're heavily involved with the system when it comes to knowing it, living it. They're heavily involved with it, man. And that's what Yahawashi did. He became heavily involved with the law, so that when he needed to fight for us, and when we needed him to fight for us, he could do it perfectly. You see, he could do it perfectly. So then he receives his glory, the Father receives his glory, the judge, Yahawashi receives his glory, and then eventually comes the rest of Israel, which ultimately glorifies the judge. See? Oh, okay, boom, boom, boom. All right, now I can set you free, right? So that's pretty much just going through the spirit, man. Lord willing, this is edifying to a member of the Lord's elect. I like to give all honor and glory for praise and worship to Yahweh, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors to our apostle, elders, and bishops of great millstone. We will teach them sound doctrine, strong shalom to the hopeful elect. Till next time, quiet, shalom. Water for brothers for the precepts, shalom.